Hey guys, welcome to Faces TV with me, DDK, and James here for more G2A.com action and SLTV action. Got loads of stuff going on today. We do have ourselves an amazing match. dAT and ESC, they are both like kind of upcoming exciting teams essentially. We had loads of dAT games last Star Series, you know, and no one was really looking forward to them. Let's be blunt, let's be honest. Everyone knew they had some potential. There's some cool players, but they didn't seem to really find their feet. It didn't seem to, have any good showings. They're getting kind of demolished in most games, kind of just playing for some semblance of pride. But very recently, we obviously had a game with them yesterday. We're starting to see them have really sick performances. They look like a solid team now. I'm really excited to see what they have to offer in now and in the future. ESC as well. They are becoming also a team that everyone loves to watch. They're really exciting. They've got loads of skillful players. They've got, starting to have really good results as well. And these two teams have not clashed since the last Star Series. So it's been a while. And dAT has something new to show, and so do ESC. What do you think about this, James? Because I'm excited.
Yeah, ESC definitely on a roll for the moment. I am definitely looking to see a lot more of them than I have seen recently on a personal level.
Yeah.
For dAT, I'm really happy that they've stood the test of time. They've stuck together. Obviously, people can be quite fickle with these new teams when they don't get initial success, but they've stood together. They're getting solid now as a team and getting a lot stronger and more consistent. Again, we saw a great performance from them yesterday versus Epsilon in that first map, which we'll see a conclusion of a bit later on tonight. But yeah, they've been doing really well, and I think we're going to cut into the match now, and that's about to get underway. So we can see the odds there are slightly in dAT's favor on e-gaming bets. However, they're slightly in ESC's favor on CS:GO Lounge. So all to play for, Dan.
I'm just sad that one of these teams is going to go away. The Star Series.
So what's on the line?
I'm just sad about that.
What is on the line for this match?
They're playing for a spot in the next Star Series. This is a qualifier, and that's what they're playing for. And I'm so sad because I want both of these teams in there. I just do. They're both there last time, and I feel like they both deserve to be there again. And I think everyone wants to see them both in there. But the harsh reality, the horrible reality, is that only one of them can be in. So who is it going to be?
We've seen a lot of MINISE recently, subbing for Virtus.pro. But now we're going to see him on his own team, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, personally, I haven't seen a lot of ESC. I haven't seen a lot of their matches recently, so I am definitely looking forward to seeing them today.
Me too. I mean, it's so much to really look at when it comes to a team like ESC, because they have so much explosive power behind their players. And yesterday we saw that dAT, I mean, they had the strategy, they had some good tactics to back up the strategies they wanted to play. Obviously, it drilled stuff. Obviously, Blade is a great player that's really been helping them, as far as leadership is concerned and like trying to direct how plays are supposed to go. They had that, but then they also had rocking the AWP. They had flamie doing some excellent entry work, really excellent entry work that was very respectable, very fearsome. So they have everything. They seem to have pretty much all the elements they need, and it's all the chemistry for the team seems to be there too. It feels like there's nothing really particularly glaring weakness-wise for them. So we're going to jump into the pistol here. And ESC going to be the ones lucky enough to start CT. So
you can see that team stacking up on the flashbangs. So they've got 6 flashbangs and 3 smoke grenades. We'll look at what kind of plan they have in store. bondik is going to be engaging in A main. They have an aggressive position from the CTs there. He's just keeping an eye out, keeping the information up to date for his team. So as soon as there's a push towards A, he will definitely have the know-how on that. Not much progress towards the B site for that team yet. Looks like they are going to rotate over to the A site. And again, rallen is in that aggressive position. So now he'll see that there's a 2-man push, and that will allow his teammates to rotate faster.
And that's a nice entry kill there from bondik. Obviously, ESC been trying to figure out what's happening. They've even got 2 players towards B here, and MINISE around middle. So only one guy kind of dedicated to A at the moment. We do have MINISE coming around towards the car position to be able to scope out A. They've given up middle at the moment, which is a big source of worry there. As you can see, MINISE is kind of looking back and forth. But here we go, the smokes and the flashes to come in. They're already a man up. That should have a good edge pushing into the site with these Glocks. Innocent here on the back of the site, able to take down flamie, but there it is. Well done it. He's going to be wrapping around the boxes together with his teammates, and they will make the frags. And ESC having a bit of a rough time of it. One will go down. And SZPERO trying to get some stray USP bullets up to those heads of those dAT players, but so far not looking so good for ESC. They do have a kit on SZPERO. This is going to really demand some wonderful work here with these USPs. And 3 players versus 1 there. Now it's going to go down as well. That's a nicely played pistol from dAT.
Okay, so interesting round there. You saw they had an aggressive position. Sorry, ESC had an aggressive position in A main, keeping the information out. They lost a player there. However, ESC didn't rotate straight away. They kept 2 people on the B site. That team slowed down, maybe looking for an overextension from the CTs. None came. Eventually, however, they did take the CT site A, sorry, site A from the CTs anyway. So we're chat in their favor. And we're going to have MINISE and rallen this time on the A site. Just going to be Innocent spotting mid on his own. So it's a 2-1-2 setup on this eco round from the CTs. They have spent some money though. We've got 3 deagles, 4 players of armor. So that's keeping their distance for the time being. Again, this is a common strategy we see on these eco rounds, but Innocent getting the best of Blade there. That's only one of the AKs done. bondik getting a trade frag, and it's 4v4.
It's so awesome. CZ nerfed, we get to see deagles again. It's like obviously they went down $100 too, which does make a difference, but it's going to be great to see those coming into play. And already 2 frags found here by ESC. Make that another one. SZPERO with a 2nd deagle to the head of bondik. WorldEdit coming around. Trade. It's going to get taken out as well. And flamie's left alive with the bomb just stuck on middle. So flamie, you know, running around that P90 is going to have a very, very tough time. He'd do very well right now to even find the frags.
ESC only had 1 rifle so far. Let's see if they manage to pick up anything more. They've got the P90 there. And they managed to grab an AK as well to upgrade from the Galil. So that's a great round from ESC. Those deagles doing marvelous work. And it was only 1 person at a time facing. They weren't even using the numbers on their team. Just 1 person facing with the deag, popping off heads, and brings it to 1-1. So it's going to be dAT on the eco now. It
really sucks for dAT that they didn't even get the bomb down. If they gotten the bomb down, they'd have the ability to force up here. Very realistically, still be ahead. But wow, deagle's coming in from WorldEdit there as well, sniping down Innocent, using it as a mini AWP almost.
Oh, Counter-Strike's back.
Counter-Strike's back. Well, MINISE spraying him down there. Oh, wow, actually does take down all 3. Locking down A main. That's the bomb tucked away safely, nestled into A main there for ESC to control. And Blade is going to be sneaking around here with the Glock, so not all that much for him to do in this round, other than just die. Maybe he can get lucky, but he'll get caught out. So that now going to be able to go for the buy. It's going to be pretty weak, but they're going to have to do it anyway. A couple players barely above 3,500 there, so that's not very nice. 2 Galils. But it's not as if ESC have a great stock of weaponry themselves.
3 Galil. It's a Galil party, some might say.
I actually do like using the Galil quite a lot. Much more than the FAMAS at least.
I love the FAMAS.
You like it more than the Galil?
FAMAS. If you ever go to Garden Nord in Paris, all the army guys carry the FAMAS. That's the first pick there for AdreN. So the AK, one of the only 2 AKs on that team, putting in work and opening the B bomb site. Sorry, A bomb site. Going to see the rotation from the CTs now. They've completely left the B bomb site. That flash not working out for AdreN. He's got to run out backwards and get shot in the back. Trades coming in, and ESC holding well here. 4 versus 2. Going to tackle with that P90, and that's going to be the terrorist team wiped out. So after a good start, possibly had too many people in the door area, so weren't able to use all of the guns. Obviously, that's just a tiny door, 3 AKs or 2 AKs and a Galil, not the most optimal situation. It's
an interesting spot. They definitely had a lot of options to work with after that initial pick. I think that's one of those moments where you're like, oh, we got the pick, let's just go. But they had so much time, they definitely had lots of different plays to go for. But either way, dAT now, again on the pistols, it's a very rocky start for them. And ESC able to get themselves up with 1 AWP now. MINISE to carry that, and he's going to be on the position on A main.
Yeah, so that's the position that we've seen Days play for iBuyPower to excellent strength, holding down the site on his own, and MINISE will be playing that position on his own for the time being. We'll have support from rallen if he needs it, playing A select, but rallen gets taken up by flamie's D. Oh, and another one of the deags. These deags putting in great work for both teams. flamie now with the AWP. Things slowing down for both teams. Bomb still unknown, but little bit surrounded in mid, so got to be careful. The bomb does go down after all, so it's going to be hard for flamie to pull this one out of the bag. Had no armor either.
Yeah, it's very rough there for that team.
I mean, didn't get to the AWP in time.
Yeah, I mean that position from MINISE behind the door it can be so important to try if you can with that ult to try to deny them to make their way across both sides, so they're on both sides of A main, because it gives them a lot more angles to work with and it can be much more difficult to deal with. But WorldEdit with an AWP of his own now, so let's see if he's able to open this up for his team.
WorldEdit was playing out of his mind yesterday.
He was.
We thought Simple was impressive with the AWP, but WorldEdit is hot on his heels right now. Innocent
is the only guy in middle here for ESC, so that, if they were to try for a delayed mid-take, it could actually be very successful for them just because of the lack of presence ESC are showing towards middle, which is not necessarily incredibly characteristic of kind of the default way that a lot of teams like to ideally play this map. But there are 2 AWPs for ESC, so perhaps just a nice old set play there with those smokes to cut off the vision could be exactly what the doctor ordered. And they are going to be going for this. This is definitely a nice counterplay against those sniper rifles of ESC. Is it going to work out for them, though? I'll give some Molotov to the back. One more to the corner there to just completely flush out the AWPs from that position. Everything is smoked off right now. WorldEdit with a nice opening kill on some MINISE. That's 2 players down for ESC. Almost immediately, Blade picking up the second one as well. And the bomb will go down. This is great stuff here. ESC in a bit of a predicament, but time for them to work with. Blade is going to be taking down SZPERO and coming in one at a time here. One more spotted by WorldEdit.
I think it's going to be a save from these CTs, although Innocent's going to find aggression from AdreN. Sorry, he's going to take... I'm tongue-tied today. He's going to escape with his gun anyway. We'll see if mouz can do the same. Looks like he's going to try and get one frag and then escape. They have 2 people coming his way, though. Let's see, WorldEdit seems to have an inkling, but no. I think that's going to be that for the frags in this round, and that team bring it back to 4-2. So I think we're going to see a full buy from both teams. mouz and Innocent sitting on lots and lots of money, so they'll be able to share the wealth. After all, sharing is caring. I'm
so impressed with that team recently. Like yesterday, I was tooting the DAT team horn quite often, but this is kind of why you like look at how clear it was that there's so much rehearsal going into some of these plays from them. And,
on the subject of tooting horns, you know, Chewy plays the trumpet. Story.
Well, flamie able to pick up a single kill here on Team MINISE. And they're just kind of showing presence all over the map at the moment. It's much more of a kind of split and pick kind of style of play. Put presence all over the map, give the CTs a completely obscure picture of what's going on, and see what openings you can find. And it's like they might even be thinking about going for a delayed mid-take into a B split here. That's very possible and quite a common way to play a mid-round from the split and pick kind of style for the T side on this map. And are they going to... Yeah, I think they're doing the wall of smokes there, so they can open up towards the vent. But they could also just be posturing to do it, but not go for it. And instead, we're going to see ESC actually finding a couple kills before DAT can really make a move here. So this is now another awkward situation. They've got to make an improvisation because their original plan is not going to work out.
Yeah, they need to move fast because the flank is coming in from A door, and mouz is in a position to defend that part, but bondik has got the audio cue, so he may get the flank on mouz after all. The question is, can rallen get there in time? He's coming from T-spawn.
Oh, bondik on the flank there, taking the player up on heaven. This should be an easy take of the site, but SZPERO there with 2 quick frags. bondik on the drop with the AK headshot. That is going to make things into a one-on-one, but rallen has the position. The bomb was trying to be picked up there. It's not going to happen. That was very close. What a sneaky play there from bondik. Almost saving the round for DAT, but ESC looking strong now.
Yeah,
5-2.
Yeah, I think they just they were in mid for too long, and with the timing from rallen pushing A door as well, it gave the CTs enough information to be in the right place at the right time. Again, you saw the rotation from A car through CT spawn onto the B site, so just all came together there. I mean, there were multiple flanks going on, but went the CT's way in the end.
And they're going to be forcing it up here actually now. They know that ESC are within Nico. If they win this round, it's like worth having an awkward buy here to just try to force to win it. Like this round's worth 2 for that team. They want to blow up the economy for ESC. They don't want to give them any advantages, so they had to go for the buy, get the pressure in. Nice. Ooh, does get caught on the little peak there, tries to get that info. It's not without a grand cost though, as WorldEdit is going to make his way to forklift here. Spots the player over by Karl, but there's no smokes to really cover him, and now they're all kind of going in one by one, and the bomb is meanwhile going towards B here, so if it picked up the pace, they might be able to exploit the fact that everybody went to the A site now, but they've started to rotate on back, spreading across the width of the map here are the CTs, and this is going to be difficult now. It's 2 on B side.
The AdreN, he's just been holding the angle for a long time because he wants to be close enough to get the one shot with the Tech 9, so that in a way has limited their push on B, and that is 2 CTs again as they go for it. But bondik is in flank mode once again. Quick snap on SZPERO, and it's all to play for here. Can they get the fight on site? mouz takes him out. It's got the bomb in his hand. Gets the headshot on bondik, and that is a good hold by ESC. I mean, we're seeing it's more of attrition right now. Neither team has much money because they're having to rebuy lots and lots of guns after each round, but it is ESC with a 4-round lead as we go into round 9.
That was so close. bondik took mouz down to 4 health. If he just had a little bit more damage, maybe hit the torso instead of a leg, he gets the kill there, the bomb and the one-on-one with the bomb down, and it could be around with that team. It's so marginal, a lot of these spots. And how is bondik managing to constantly flank them through CT? I will never know, but there we go. We're going to have a bit of a pop flash in from a teammate there from MINISE to take down control of A main, to clean up this pistol around here, pistol save of that team. And it's got to be a bit heartbreaking, some of these spots for that team, because they've had some really, really close rounds. Just not quite going their way.
I think they need to push mid faster. Obviously, we can see the whole map and we can see that it's a 2-1-2 setup by ESC Gaming, but that team, that's something they need to try. That was a very good team flash there that you saw on the A side. Again, we've seen that in multiple games this week, where the teammate throws in the pop flash for an aggressive peek by the other CT, and the frags come in. 2 teammates teaming up there to take down AdreN after that flash. They were in position, so they didn't get blinded by that. They're going to retreat after the early pick, which is always a good strategy for the CT. Don't want to overextend and get the trade for the Ts.
They kind of gambled a little bit there because they had 3 on B storage and 2 middle. They left A completely open, which is a pretty fun way to actually open up that round. I like that from ESC. Obviously been playing around with that idea in past matches. Gonna have MINISE getting put up over the boost, going over the top, but sent straight back down by bondik's AK. Got SZPERO now in a nice position by white box just to look over middle, and they do have we do have rallen very, very close to middle as well, and he's actually pop flash there, gets taken down by bondik. He went over the top finally. That's a 4-on-3. Things finally might be looking better here for that team as they now have middle. But what are ESC gonna do? They're gonna have to split up and try to react it.
Yeah, SZPERO's going to have to stay in CT spawn for the time being to stop any flanks on either side, which is going to stretch the CTs to the max. 1 person per site and 1 in mid. He's at least reasonably close to help mount a defense onto the B site, but if the Ts choose A, then Innocent's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's having the back of the site on his own, but it's SZPERO who's going to get taken out by flamie as the push does come in to the B site. mouz with some great counter flashes, but he can't find the frags right now. Does get bondik, but a trade frag comes in, and that's going to be the round for the terrorists.
Alrighty then, so ESC going to be in with a buy, but if dAT are able to break them here, they're going to be able to actually perhaps swing it back to a 7-5 kind of scoreline, and that's going to start to look much more respectable. That's going to be something that they're going to be content with almost. So a lot to be played for here by dAT, and I wonder what strategy they're going to go with. They're going to open it up with split and pick. I like the idea that you put forth. I definitely also feel that they need to put more early pressure on middle, because ESC have been largely not really, yeah, just they're not really doing much on middle. I mean, a lot of teams do a 1-3-1 setup, which allows very fast reaction to a B or an A push, and you can have very good options to find information of what's happening and then rotate. But ESC haven't really been playing that style all that much, so it's definitely exploitable here for that team. And then once you have middle, you can do whatever you want. It's definitely a nice way to play cash. But so far, we'll have to see what dAT are going to go for. They've got a lot of strategy behind their game.
Currently, AdreN is sitting on 1 kill at the moment. He is playing. Is it Kazakhstan he plays from?
You know what?
I want to say Kazakhstan.
I'm not 100% sure.
He is indeed from Kazakhstan. You can see he's got 101 ping. So obviously
Damn.
he is
far away.
Technically a lot further away from his teammates, so you have to wonder how much that plays in. Like he's pretty good online, and when he gets on land, he's even better because he doesn't have to play with that kind of underwater lag. But see bondik taking down the first frag on Innocent, so that's going to be mid, completely exposed. And once again, you see that rotation from SZPERO.
They're going for the fake. This fake is working. They're selling this massively because of the frags. B is totally open, and we do have mouz kind of making his way back through middle, but he's kind of got A on the brain still, as we do have that bomb slowly making its way into the B bomb site. What are ESC going to do? They've fallen completely to this play, and that bomb is down. They've got days to set this up, this defense. So
indeed, they've gone for the standard plant, which means they have to pretty much defend the site from
defend
the bomb from the site. That said, because they have such a numbers advantage, I don't think it's as big a deal as it would be otherwise.
It's kind of weird though, because they have so many people and so much time to plant that bomb. Why not go for the best possible plant? Oh wow, they're gonna jump out! Wow, 2 of them jumping out into CT. Still, ESC don't feel comfortable with going for the retake, but wow, that was brave.
That was less than ideal.
Yeah.
But normally, when we see plants on this site, if the bomb's planted in this corner here, then you can defend it from checkers over there. Exactly. Yeah, or if you're sure very hard, obviously you plant it at the front, then they're completely exposed to the entire site. So depending on what you have covered, those are some other options for bomb plants, which give you more flexibility on the T side. Otherwise, your positions defending the bomb are very predictable. That
was a beautiful round to like pull out the fake again. As I said, there was so much riding on that round, because now they do have, of course, MINISE saving the AWP. MINISE and rallen, the 2 guys who did save weapons, can have a huge impact here for sure. And we do have a little bit of stack towards middle. WorldEdit's going to start working in on that stack, though, able to take down SZPERO, but there are still 2 players lurking. WorldEdit is going to keep scoping on in, but in the meanwhile, MINISE is going to be able to take down AdreN. So they know where the AWP is now. That know where the AWP is. So now they can try to build a play to kind of respond to that. So if MINISE is to like reposition here, that could be very, very, very annoying for that team. And that's what he's doing as well. He's repositioning to B, but that's still working towards middle and A.
WorldEdit's just having the time of his life this week. He's just fragging everyone. So they're leaving the AWP solo defense on the B side, as they have rallen and mouz with a crossfire setup on A, but the push is going to come from mid. Let's see where it goes. Right, they're looking towards A. They've identified some CTs there, and the push is coming in here from bondik, leading the charge. mouz first to go down. Let's see how much rallen can hold it. Gets the bomb down. And MINISE first to 3. He's going to push the smoke as well. This is the first shot. Does he retreat? No, he goes for the second one, gets it. 2 versus 1. He has a decision to make now. Either he gets another frag quickly, or he may choose to save. Looks like the save will be the order of the day.
I like how ESC handled that. I kind of brought up the points a little bit there. But when you're in the position of that team, they know that it was an AWP save. So they know there's an AWP on the map somewhere. So they lose a player to the AWP. I think it was AdreN who kind of immediately went down to the AWP. So then they know the position of the AWPer. So what they're thinking is, okay, what is the easiest way for us to lose this round? Running into the AWP. I think that makes the most sense. So why not try to avoid the AWP? So okay, we saw the AWP at A. Let's try to like formulate a play towards B. But knowing that that's kind of the ethos, they're able to send MINISE straight to B instead of keeping him towards middle or A, assuming that maybe they're going to go for that. And instead they just committed towards A. So I'm not sure if they cared enough about it or gave it the respect, or if they actually thought about that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Death Note, where the 2 people head-to-head continually outsmart each other to the point where it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah. Plus points for the anime references. We need to get more anime references into the show. But here we go. I'm going to get caught off there. Very forward position there from SZPERO. A little bit unexpected. The frag. So 1 player down for either side, though. Ooh, MINISE gets taken out by WorldEdit, trying to find himself an angle. That is going to hurt. Now dAT have a great entry onto the B bomb site. They're being quite slow about it, though. They don't have to commit just yet if they're going to hold up this one. But I guess they wanted bondik to come in from vent. But it's not going to happen just yet. Yeah, mouz flashing himself into headshot. mouz could save the round here. He's got a good position. Does take down bondik. That is a good way to start things off here from mouz. On the site, gets taken out by Blade. Now things look very rough here for rallen. 1 on 2.
Bomb has been planted.
Approaching his way up heaven. There is in the corner. Does get tagged just a little bit there, down to 10 HP. And things look worse and worse now. It's just the slightest bit of damage is enough to take him down.
Yeah, rallen's fearing the nades, which is why he was so passive on the wood there. But it looks like he's just going to position himself to get some exit frags, try and take that AWP out of WorldEdit's hands. Going for a sneaky defrag.
I know what you're trying to say, because your mind thought your mind wanted the ninja defuse, but then you realized that he's going for the frag. So you're like, the frag.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just, I'm just falling apart here.
Trying to save you.
WorldEdit always reminds me of dAT from Deus Ex.
Oh.
I always think dAT when I see his name. It just sounds like a Deus Ex like final boss type name. I don't know.
Well, Deagle's all around. It's almost feels like a throwback to Source 1.6. Although there's no armor, so it's not really a Deag armor kind of play. Either way, though, Deag's pretty damn good in numbers actually, because they're pretty chunky with the damage. And you're right though. If he was able to take down the AWP, that's quite a big loss. It's a very expensive weapon. Either way, 6-7 is actually scoreline here right now. That team only trailing by 1 now. They've had a really good spree of rounds going towards them, thanks to some nice strategic choices. We do have the Deagles starting to be thinned out here, losing moves.
See that team quite spread out. Just keeping map control, making sure that they don't get flanked. bondik going to take down MINISE, and there's going to be 3 remaining here for ESC right now. That team has got 45 seconds to play with. Again, they're just going to try and keep these distances as far as possible, as per usual on an eco, standard affair. 1 man standing, it's going to be SZPERO for ESC.
Splat.
That's a pretty clean
Yeah.
round for that.
I liked how methodical that was. Like no one was running around, and maybe it's because I've played too many pugs lately, just solo queuing, like matchmaking and stuff. But it's just it feels so good when you're playing against these pistol saves, and your teammates aren't running all over the bloody place, just like isolating themselves and getting taken down. So it's nice to see that organization. We have a 3-man push here onto the B storage from ESC, and it does give them a little bit of an edge. They get a kill onto WorldEdit, the AWP of that team. The guy that has been opening up rounds for them, but we do have rallen also finding the frags on A. They tried to, as they got pushed on B storage, try to push out on A, but it's not happening. ESC locking down the defense until it's just AdreN left. Ooh, and that's a great flash there, but still SZPERO going to turn back and find the kill, and that's going to be the 8-7 scoreline that is very awesome actually, because the game was looking... I was scared for that team, ESC were locking it down for a while.
Great shot there by SZPERO to finish things off. But this is a good half for that team. Again, ESC, they had a good start to this match, but 7 rounds on the T side is nothing to complain about for that team. So they're in good stead to take a lead here if they can win this pistol. ESC, of course, looking to stop them. Let's see what both these teams have to offer. We have MINISE, mouz, Innocent with armor on the T side. rallen and SZPERO going to be the nade guys. And with SZPERO having a Molotov, you got to think that there's a set play coming in. Probably going to throw a molly into the back of B. But 1 man goes out first and counter flashes from the CT side. And that's maybe going to get 2 frags on the A side. This is a good hold for the CT so far. WorldEdit up on the ladder area. Going to be covering the door. I think it's to retreat. It's behind the smoke for now. So 3 versus 3 as the T's emerge onto the site. Can they get the bomb plant down, or will the CT stop? The CT's starting to emerge onto the site. Smoke dissipating around the forklift area. Everything slows down as they wait for the next pick. And the next pick is going to be rallen on a bit. But WorldEdit brings it back and then brings it into his advantage. 1 versus 1. Innocent going to go for the frag. Now he's found out where a WorldEdit is. Could go for a plant, but he goes for the frag, and WorldEdit comes out on top with another headshot.
That's so difficult, because it's like he could have, like he could plant, I think, but he dies every time, I think, because there's enough time for it to sprint.
No, I think he can plant and get away with it, but he doesn't know where WorldEdit is afterwards. He has the information for where he is, so he chose to go for the duel, as opposed to having incomplete information and maybe getting the part but losing the round. You wanted the glory, Dan.
Yeah, the guaranteed plant would have been nice, but either way, it's it doesn't seem to matter all that much. We're going to have ESC charging in on top of that team's defense. Blade going to drop out of the vents with a frag, but that's really left that still in want of more. They have bondik coming up from the CT spawn area with the FAMAS, and there's lots to do here for bondik. With the kit, he might be able to give it a shot, but Innocent walking through the smoke. The bold move from Innocent, able to secure them the round. They had 3 players left alive even. That was a huge round for ESC.
Yeah, bondik had to go for that. Absolutely had to go for that. Didn't have a kit, but he found one near the smoke. Was just looking the wrong way as one of the T's pushed to get the early advantage. So very unfortunate for bondik. That was entirely doable for him, depending on the position of the T's. 2 of them very low on health, but it wasn't to be. It's going to be 9-8 in favor of ESC. They're going to have 3 FAMASs and 2 AKs versus the full eco here for that team. No nades, no pistol purchases. Just a good, honest eco. Probably expect them to mostly get cut down, as they already are. Only 2 left. bondik looking for some headshots with that USP, but he'll need to tap twice to get a frag. Not to be. So, we'll see what the CTs choose. They are going to go for the force buy here. On WorldEdit, we've got 4 FAMASs and a few nades here and there. They're going to have 5 smokes at least, which is going to be important. They've got enough counter flashes as well, so they've got the core nades that they need. No upgrades of weapons from ESC yet. Nye is going to get an early flag on bondik.
Going to get that mid-control now. It's a bit of a battle, one that the Polish side are going to look good on, but Blade is going to come in from white box, able to actually bring it back in the control of that team. However, they are a man down here despite having middle now, and the bomb is ferrying over towards the A side. Rallen going to catch off Blade, who presumed perhaps that the bomb might be traversing towards that B bomb side, but in reality, we know, of course, that it got planted on A. I don't know if Flamie clearly doesn't realize that, because he's lurking around here over by the B side of things. He doesn't have a kit either, so he really needs to try to save this. Once he realizes that it's A. Got a lot of nades. It's got a lot of value in nades, actually. What is that? That's 600, 900. Well, no. Yeah.
$1 million.
That's $1 billion.
It's grand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's full nades. Yes, it is grand, indeed. And he's got the FAMAS and the armor. So, but they're going to find him. Oh, he does catch one off guard, but it's no upgrade weapon-wise, but he does keep himself alive. So, indeed, lots of money saved by Flamie.
I don't know if he should have been reloading his gun at that point. Because he was exposed to 2 different places, and if someone came, he's got no defense.
He had a lot of time to reload his gun. I mean, before coming into that spot.
So, SZPERO is going to be rocking the AWP versus an eco and the 1 surviving FAMAS. Doesn't get the first shot, goes to peek again with the P250. Could be in trouble here because there's too many people in mid. He gets out there though. Going to continue peeking Dennis style. There's so much aggression here.
He instantly got the only guy with a rifle on the team for dAT as well. Like, instantly popped his head. Oh, dAT coming back with Blade. That's 2 quick frags with the P2000. SZPERO going to try to equalize things here. AdreN going to go down. Blade going to go down in the end. But that was some good damage at the end. That was fun to see. But 12-8.
Blade has demonstrated some really good aim in these last 2-3 rounds. Like we saw great snaps there with the P2000. And in the previous round as well with the FAMAS, he got a really nice snapshot. So you can see on the frag board, it's fairly even with on the dAT side with AdreN, with his 100+ ping not doing so well. But got to give him the benefit of the doubt, of course, because he does have 100+.
What at it? Able to save middle a little bit by taking down MINISE, but he has to back away. This is the thing, neither team has really been putting the kind of 2 or 3 man defense on middle, so after the initial pressure, he's just forced to get out of there. We do have AdreN waiting below the vents, but if they're actually going to split on B here, AdreN's in a lot of trouble. Will get easily isolated there in the vent room, but that's actually not the case just yet. Looks like ESC are posturing for that A split here, and if they are to go for this, that team have a nice setup. They've got 2 guys on the A side. Oh, there it is, though. Blade going to go down in middle. And so now the 2 guys on B, 2 guys on A, both kind of isolated. So ESC, they can really be picky and choosy here. They've got time to get picks, and that's exactly what's going to happen. SZPERO finds WorldEdit. But that boost from bondik is going to be able to remove that advantage from the ESC side. as they're going to pick B now. Flamie over by headshots, a great position to work with. He can even hide on the site here. This is very, very nice for Flamie. He should get one, but they do spot him now. Position's been given up, but a flash has come in from a teammate. It is perfect. That's going to allow Flamie to survive and get the frag, and Innocent going to run around, try to get himself towards the A site. He actually has time. This is going to be tight, but he's got time. This is very interesting. bondik and Flamie got to sprint back over right now, and Innocent going to be able to get the bomb planted. This is madness. Can he take this round? He's already got 2 frags. He's likely going to have to pull out 2 more to save this one.
So you can see the push coming in from Tar and from A main. He can't hear A main. He's going to get shot in the back. And that's going to be that. That's bringing it back to a 3-round deficit here. And I know that they've been practicing for like 5 days for SRTV. And
it looks like it. It really shows the hard work they put in, honestly.
Yeah, they've been practicing for the SRTV qualifier. Also for the Face It $10,000 Cup. We've been speaking to them between matches. And I know that they've been working hard for this. And they really want to get through in both of these matches. So doing well so far, but again, it is they are on the comeback trail with that 3-round deficit. 2 AWPs coming out. Flamie going to be picking up the second one. Again, WorldEdit doing great work all week with his. Let's see what kind of position these 2 AWPs are holding. Flamie going to be the solo man on the B bomb site, but the Ts are going to be going towards A.
Oh, and this is really good. They actually smoked off A main. Sometimes you see teams don't do this, and the reason they don't do it is because it actually can help the Ts. Because right now, look at this. They've all gotten behind the smoke. They can all line up smokes and flashes and molotovs, and that can't react until it's too late. All the grenades are coming in now. They have no idea because of the smoke. They have to respond, and they're going to respond quickly now, but it's going to be difficult. They're managing to pull out the kills. Blade with 2, bondik with 1. ESC needs to make something happen now, as all of the dAT team is converging on this position. Innocent is stuck by forklift alone, and the bomb is down, and it's going to go the way of dAT. Beautiful hold from dAT. That could have gone very badly for them, but they executed well.
Yeah, that's a massive hold for dAT. 4 surviving players, including both the AWPs. That is huge for their economy. You can see what it would be like if they lost more players here. It's not doing great at the moment, but that's certainly going to go a long way into helping their economy grow as this match continues. 2-round deficit now. ESC holding the lead. If they lose this round, they may be on an eco themselves, more than likely, I would say. Currently a 1-3-1 setup from that team. Looks like they're going to be quite fluid, and they're going to move around a lot. I doubt they're going to keep 3 people on mid for the time being. You can see Blade playing the A slope, so he's going to rotate between mid and A for the time being. Meanwhile, we have MINISE playing some shenanigans with the door. He's opening the door's being closed by bondik, which actually stops him getting the pick on Blade, which is probably what would have happened. Trying to get those happy star wallbangs. Almost gets across there in the right place there, but wasn't to be. So things will slow down here in the mid-stage of this round. ESC, though, running out of time. 50 seconds left on the clock. Bomb towards B. No frags for either team just yet.
They have interesting positions, actually. The B push is going to come in, or at least it looks like they're going to go for this split onto B. And it ends up in the vent. Wow, it gets the double frag with the M4. And now, with that movement, they're going to know exactly what's happening. They know ESC have to be in B storage right now. We're seeing the rotation come in, just in case they are leaving bondik on the A site. But there is no way ESC are getting into the B bomb site now. They've got 30 seconds. They've got no choice but to try it. And mouz is going to get shut down by Flamie, and Innocent is left with basically no hope to win this round now. And that fast 2 frags from AdreN, that won the round for them. That's a massive Q. They know exactly what's going on after that point, and they're already cut in half on their push. So
those were 2 giant frags there for AdreN. And as soon as he got those, you saw the 2 smokes came out from the CTs, which completely walled off the Ts from breaching the site. One of them tried to jump past, and they got taken out by WorldEdit. So that was a complete disaster for ESC. They were just waiting for the frag that never came there, run out of time, and then they ran out of choice. And
this is one of the reasons why a lot of teams, well, why it's quite good to try to take mid, even if you add a little bit of delay, or to like have a molotov into the vent, maybe 10, 15 seconds before you want to go for the B split. Like, just molotov it, just make sure, because the guy in the vent position is so dangerous. We've seen what Snacks can do there. Like, he's almost quite famous for that, but going to be running a fast play into this B bomb site with the Tech 9s, and it's actually looking kind of good. They'll get the bomb down as well. And we do have WorldEdit, ever watchful from the top here, from heaven, able to pick up a frag. Blade is in trouble. He's got a man behind him here. Oh, he turns around just in the nick of time. And WorldEdit coming in from the top has to go with the pistol here. And this is beautiful, catches them off guard. It is a sandwich of ESC players as we have mouz rocking that orb from CT. Gonna get taken down by WorldEdit. He's got just enough time to defuse with the kit, and it's gonna be a save. Wow. There's so many little moments there where that like had these miraculous saves, like that spin around in the middle, just barely in time, and then WorldEdit jumping down with the pistol, just barely catching them off guard. It's perfect storm of.
It's worth noting how WorldEdit peaked the AWP after he took out his teammate very, very quickly before he could get another shot off. Compared to what we were seeing yesterday when we saw Denial versus I by Power, where people were taken out one by one by an AWPer on long when it had a numbers advantage. That's how you use the advantage against an AWPer. Basically, you know, you get close enough that he can't frag both of you at the same time with you, but you can't peek him before his cooldown ends and he can get another shot off. So good play there by WorldEdit. Obviously, an AWPer himself, he knows exactly how to exploit the weakness of the AWP. And that did win them the round. So 12-12, all of a sudden. We have the ESC team on a bye once again, but they are in a situation where if they lose it, then they may be back on an eco. That said, CT economy is still not looking absolutely fantastic, so they may have one more buyout, but this is an important round for both teams. You can see the Molotov going in there to clear out the headshot area, but are they going to push in time to make use of it?
Well, it's a bit of a frenzy into the side of things here on Cash. Crazy once again, they're going to go for this push. They've been finding some success breaking this site, and it seems like it's repeat success right now. They've got a player with the Orden headshot. Seems to be relatively easily dealt with. Innocent locking down the vent room, or checkers, and it's just bondik left now. So seems like they've highlighted a bit of a weakness here in dAT's defense. B seems very breakable, or at least the results would suggest that, as bondik is going to go for the exits. There it is, finds MINISE. And we are tied up at 12-12 here, and if we just take a quick check again on the money, obviously neither team really sitting pretty in that money situation. That team are probably going to be able to field another buy after this round, especially with bondik saving. He won't save it though, he gets get caught by Innocent. But they're going to be able to get another buy-in. And if we look at this, the situation, 26 rounds have been played. This is the 26th round now. The money is going to start to be really important, because if ESC get an edge now and start to get the spree going, that team won't have the rounds to come back from.
Absolutely, that was a critical round for both teams, and this is yet another one because the money, again, for both teams is just not there. So every round counts here, and as we approach that magical 16th round, it's just going to get tighter and tighter. So WorldEdit back in mid on his own for the time being. We have 2 men and a decoy towards A for the CT team. Bomb currently hanging around outside the B site. Looks like ESC may be expecting an eco the way they're playing the ranges on B. Just playing the sneaky positions there. Looking to catch a CT unawares, but there's nothing will happen yet. Mid has been left for the time being. 3 men on A now. These smokes and nades coming out, but no frags yet. Looking for the first frag. First frag is going to go in ESC's favour, taking up Blade. bondik getting the trade, gets the second one as well. That's going to slow them down. The bomb is towards B. Maybe they think the CTs have rotated, but it's going to be a 2v2 there for the time being.
Try to wrap around checkers, and we have 2 players on the site here for that team. It's a strong defense. It now be assaulted by the Poles. They aren't able to do a good job to break this though. These positions just too strong. And flamie there, look at that angle. They've got each other's backs covered very effectively. And MINISE trying to get out of there. Does get flashed, but not quite good enough. bondik will fall as MINISE tries desperately to keep this AWP alive. But that might just be doing it right now. They might just be holding on to this match because, again, ESC, where are they going to get the money? Where are they going to get the money to play with now? They didn't get the bomb down. And of course, I think their bonus, their consecutive round loss bonus is going to be broken as well. So they are probably going to feel like they have to. They can't. I don't know. Are they going to force it? I don't know.
Well, I just want to point out the importance of flamie's position there and the fact that he didn't overextend and run out of the barrels. He allowed his teammate to be the bait. He hid behind the box. The T chased after him with the bomb, and flamie got a free kill and basically ended the round there. So that kind of teamwork really important for the CTs. Does make it 13-13. AWP and not much else on the side for ESC. MINISE is going to have to open this up for his team. He's got a counter flash coming in from the CTs and bondik's going to get the first frag. Trade frag coming in from SZPERO. Only Innocent left all of a sudden. P250, a flashbang and a smoke. He does have the bomb, however, so he maybe could get a plant, but it's 1 versus 4. Looking unlikely at the moment. They found out where he is as well. He has picked up the AWP. Can he get the first frag? No.
Played there, man.
Straight in the face.
He's just like ADing like super hard there.
Yeah.
To try to bait that shot out.
Old school P90 style.
Get that bait. Okay, so they did go for that save, so they can have one solid, really solid and strong round to try to bring this map back. Of course, because they would just have no bonus money at all from these rounds, they had to do that, and they don't even have many nades. They got some decoys even in here. There's WorldEdit over in middle. He's going to get taken down immediately by SZPERO. So good pick for the trades coming in from AdreN over by Vent. He gets removed. Blade comes into the fray now from short, from A, and he is going to take down one player. That's SZPERO. MINISE now under pressure, trying to get the response, and he will with the Galil. And it's a 2-on-1 now as flamie is left alive for that. flamie is in a position to pretty much secure this first map here for that team. ESC, they cannot let this happen. They are going to be making their way up short now together, and flamie has the right read. There it is, does get the idea where they are now. And he's going to know, he should have a great idea of exactly what's happening. Oh, look at this, so sneaky there. Who is that? That is going to be MINISE. That's so smart. That's so smart splitting off there. Wow.
Yeah, that's a split decision.
Smart.
And they basically did what the CTs did on the B bomb site in the previous round. He used his teammate for bait. The CT chased after the teammate, and they got the free kill to win the round and bring it back to 14-14. And look at this buy from the CTs here. AWP, 2 M4s, 2 5.7s. Things are getting pretty tight here for both teams. Such a massive war of attrition. They're playing a 1-2-2. Now he's going to get the first flag on WorldEdit. He's been a huge part of that team and their round winning, but he's going to be out for now. Blade going down as well, and it looks like we're looking at 15-14 here for ESC. 4 players versus 1, only a 5.7 to speak of for AdreN. 100 ping as well, not going in his favor.
Oh my god, they got nothing. They got nothing in the bank. ESC might be able to just steal this away. That would be crazy.
This is the similar story we had with Denial Not by Power on Inferno yesterday.
Wow, that have played such a good CS against ESC, but ESC have played phenomenal CS as well. It's these two teams that, again, they feel very similar to me because they're both coming up, they're both having great results, they both have a lot of talent and direction. So it's really cool to see how even they are.
And what's even better is it's a best of 3 and there's nothing between these teams right now.
Yep. To see if they're even on all the maps as well. And have ESC busting out into middle again. Going for the boost. This is really smart because they got the AKs. They're so strong in numbers on middle against the very terrible buy that team have. Looks like they're going to eliminate one after another. Yet to lose a man, ESC, on this round. Maybe he's going to be able to pick himself up 1 kill. Does get traded upon though, and it'll rest on AdreN. The player's quite weak. He's going to be able to jump through the smoke, and that's all she wrote there for map number 1 on Cash. ESC able to take it 16-14 against that team. So that's, I think we said it all there. It's just a very, very close match between two teams which seem to be pretty evenly matched.
Absolutely. That could have gone either way. But
really
it ended up going in ESC's favour. And what's the next map going to be?
Well, we're going to have to wait and find out, James. Going to leave it up to surprise. And we're going to go for a quick break,
it's
guys.
like having a baby.
Exactly.
But you don't know what it is.
Have
is this our baby? Are we having a baby right now?
Well, we need to go for the sonogram.
Who's the dad? We can't both be the dad. I'm the dad.
This is getting very weird. It's getting pretty weird, James. So we're going to go to a break, set the next map up, and we'll be right back, guys, here on Face It TV.